Yesung here, and today I just wanted to make a super quick, like 10-minute talking video about what's been going on with Infinite lately, because the last video I made about Infinite was very sad, and this video is hopefully going to be a little happier. So a lot of things have happened with Infinite in the past 2 weeks, and I just kind of wanted to make a video talking about all of them and my thoughts on them, because one, I sprained my wrist like right after I made that video, so typing has not been my favorite activity in the world recently. Just the angle that I type at is not good for my wrist. I heard it at work, but yeah, I finally am trying to not wear the brace I've been wearing, which is why I'm finally filming unboxing videos and everything again with my hands, because you don't have to stare at the weird brace on my wrist. So I haven't really had a chance to fully express how I feel about these things yet. Also, sometimes I feel like it's easier to talk about them than type all your thoughts out. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is kind of what everything happened in chronological order. Was that after Hoya left Infinite, Willem announced that they were going to try to make a comeback within 2017. They were going to try to make a comeback this year, and that other members were going to start getting activities. So far from that, we've seen Myungsoo's solo tour, which we all knew about for a little bit before the Hoya news broke that he was doing that. They started teasing for that a while ago, but now it's also been released that Seungyu is doing a little mini Japan fan meeting, which is pretty cool. Not sure why everybody's doing it solo right now, but whatever. Also confirmed that OT6 are going to be going to, I think it's like a mini concert thing that's having, I think it's in China, but OT6 are performing on that at that on October 2nd, so I feel like they're probably in the process of trying to figure out what to perform. That's a thing. Hoya started teasing on his social media. Well, he started releasing more things on his social media, which was super weird, because usually when a member leaves a group, I feel like they do their goodbye post and then they kind of vanish for a little bit, and I was totally expecting Hoya to do that. But like a couple days later, he posted 3 freestyle videos of him dancing, which we haven't seen him do that in a long time, which was really nice to see, just him dancing and enjoying himself. That was really good. And then he started teasing for his solo album. This had like a lot of mixed reaction from inspirits, because people were like, well, that means he left Infinite, but he didn't want to leave the idol community, because a lot of people were really confused when Hoya left Infinite, kind of what his dream was that Willem couldn't give him, kind of thing. And I definitely think now that it was he wanted a solo album and Willem said no, that he could have a solo album, but they would have to be in charge of it. And this solo album obviously is something he's been working on for a while. So I'm personally really excited for it, because One Day is an incredible song, and Hoya made that song, and I feel like he's definitely capable of making some incredible music. And also I feel like it's not fair if Kyuhyun got to release an album with all of his music minus the title track and one other song made by Willem Entertainment, why they couldn't do the same thing for Hoya. So that was super weird. And I feel like for Kyuhyun's second album, Willem's gonna give him more creativity, because that's kind of what it seems like is happening from just before Kyuhyun went MIA. That's kind of what he was hinting at, was like he's working on a second album, but it's gonna be more Kyuhyun and it's not gonna be as much Willem Entertainment. So I don't understand why they would do that for Kyuhyun, but they wouldn't do that for Hoya. So that's where I am on that. I feel like he didn't leave Infinite because they didn't want to be with Infinite anymore. I feel like he definitely would have stayed with Infinite if Willem had also let him release his own music. So I think that was the biggest factor, and I'm not sure why Willem said no to that. I have no idea why they said no to that. It's so dumb. They should have just been like, you can act, you can release a solo album if you promote with Infinite once a year and release an album with them once a year, which I think is totally reasonable to do. It's one comeback. You only promote for like 4 weeks at this point, so you know, release a couple things in Japan a year. I feel like it was definitely possible, and that for whatever reason Willem was like, no, you can't do that. So I'm definitely very excited for his solo album. I'm just confused how he's releasing it, because there's been no news about him being in a different company or anything. He is an independent guy right now, and I feel like he loves it. I feel like he's really, really enjoying being an independent guy right now and just doing his own thing. And I hope that maybe one of his friends, like Kyuhyun of Sistar recently left Starship, I think it was like today or yesterday, and she's setting up her own like independent company, and I kind of hope Hoya does something where he joins a company like that, like one of his friends made or one of his friends is under, and he just continues to promote under that company, a company that'll give him everything he needs but will kind of help promote him a little bit, because there's only so much you can do by yourself promotion wise. So I'm super excited for Hoya's solo album. I'm definitely going to buy it if it's like physically released and I can get my hands on it, which, you know, if it's physically released, I'm gonna do everything in my power to get my hands on that album. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see what other acting things he has this year. There's also been a rumor released that Willem was blocking acting things from him. They weren't giving him all of, like, people would offer, be like, hey Willem, can you let Hoya audition for this drama? And Willem would not tell Hoya about it, and then I guess, but I don't really know if I believe that rumor. It's, I don't know, kind of weird, kind of out there. I definitely think that Willem was stopping Hoya from having as much creative freedom as he wanted, and that's the main reason he left Willem Entertainment. Not leaving Infinite, but he left Willem Entertainment for that reason. So I still fully believe that he would have stayed in Infinite if Willem had given him what he wanted. So then the other day they announced that OT6 are going to be making a comeback within 2017, and they're going to be releasing that album from May that I have been talking about for seemingly 5,000 years, and I never thought we were going to get it. And I have kind of mixed emotions about this, because when Hoya left Infinite, I completely threw that album out of the possibilities of anything that I'd ever be able to see, because I just thought that they were going to make a whole new concept for OT6 and do something made for OT6, not something that was made for Hoya and then Hoya left, so they quickly like scrambled to put other members in Hoya's parts. But that's what they're doing, so that's weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's a weird thing for me just because they told us it's the album from May, which one, it's gonna take them like not that long to redo everything because they've already planned everything out for this comeback. They had filmed the music video as much as they could. They did the songs, which if they're following their normal pattern, this should be a third single album, which means there's probably only 3 or 4 songs. But part of me is really hoping that they kind of throw that out the window now. They put more songs on this album and maybe make it a mini album. I'm not expecting a full album at all this year, which is so sad because that should be the next thing. But I also feel like people who don't know Willem very well or don't know Infinite's schedule very well, if they release a single album, it's gonna get a lot of hate being that it's only a single album and it's been so long, yada yada yada. So part of me is also hoping for a mini album for that reason. Yeah, I mean, we also have Myungsoo solo album coming out soon. We definitely have a Wan solo album in the works, and we definitely have a Sungyu solo album in the works. So, which I feel like is what he's gonna announce at his solo Japanese fan meeting. Because Myungsoo announced his at his solo Japanese fan meeting, but I'm happy because it won't take them that much time to do it because they've already kind of been planning for this possibility of Hoya leaving. So I feel like somebody's already started working on an alternate version of the song, and then we're just getting knowledge that that's what they're gonna do instead. So pretty mixed emotions about that. I'm excited for a comeback. I'm definitely gonna buy 7 versions of it, 7 copies. If it is a mini album, there probably will be a limited edition again and a normal edition. Hoping more for like a reality limited edition and not a Infinite only limited edition. So yeah, but I'm also super excited to get out of seeing photos from Infinite only era because it's like my least favorite concept photo book wise from Infinite, and I'm tired of seeing their photos like that everywhere. And also the Air Japanese version. I like that, but it's just like after a while you get tired of seeing the same photos for everybody, and it's been like over a year, so yeah. And they released that other album back in May, so it's been a few months, and I don't know. I'm just, yeah, tired of that concept, but yeah, so Infinite are making a comeback this year, and Hoya's probably working on releasing a solo album very soon. So Infinite are very busy. That's kind of what I wanted from this year, was them to be really busy. And I'm glad they're busy, even if it is in this way, and I definitely plan on supporting everything. But yeah, I just wanted to get this little video out there and talk about these things, so I haven't really fully talked about them at all anywhere, because my wrist prevents me from doing that. It feels better. I don't know. It definitely feels a lot better, but then yesterday at work I was doing a lot of heavy lifting and now it kind of hurts again, so that's cool. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of all these things that Infinite are planning down in the comment section down below. And yeah, if they come back in October, I think Monsta X is coming back in October, and I think Super Junior is planning a late October, early November comeback. So it means a couple things. It means one, I'm gonna be very, very poor. Two, it means that I need to reorganize my Infinite, Super Junior, Monsta X section on my shelves, because there's no room for comeback albums there currently. And I'm excited though that everybody's getting come back this year, and I think Cross Junior are coming back in October too. I think their plan is late September, early October, but they're not ults, but they're just a group that I've been missing a lot lately, who also lost a member. Like right after Hoya left, Casper left, and I was like, you two should just kind of make an entertainment together. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of all of these things Infinite are doing down in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye!